Okay, so we're going to tap into what the Honorable HF, Honorable Feminine, is accomplishing more than it seems. And this is going in alignment with the last live that we just had, because I was having some technical difficulties or something happening with that. So, anywho, love, 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 love. Where'd it go? Love, 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 love. Love, 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 and appreciate. I shouldn't say appreciate. I honor all benevolent energies who are faithful viewers, followers, subscribers for benevolent reasons. Okay? I like the whole, now you can do the pushy button on YouTube now, boy, like a kid in a candy store. Okay, let me send y'all a shout out. Love all oh wait. Ah, okay. So what's benevolent, the honorable feminine accomplishing here? The honorable feminine accomplishing here. And it doesn't seem like it. Okay. But one of the indicators that you are accomplishing something important is the onslaught of all of the attacks that you're getting. Okay? One of the indications that you are accomplishing something great is the onslaught of attacks, the increase, the onslaught. Okay? Go ahead and say, whoa, wait, go ahead and say, that's 100. That's 100. 100. Okay? That's 100. Okay? Whoa. So let's pick it up. HF, accomplishing more than it seems. HF, accomplishing more than it seems. Okay. Look at that. 19. Exposure. That is the sun in the major arcanas. It breaks down to a 20, which is judgment in the major arcanas. And in this depiction here, it is showing a rear view mirror with some dice and it says chance. HF. Oh, and it's on top of the phone like perfectly. Y'all can't, oh, what kind of shit? How did it jump on top of the phone? Okay. It says Rainbow Hope, card number 6. So it seems hopeless. Okay. And on this refrigerator, this depiction is a refrigerator, looks like a stainless steel refrigerator, but the double doors, okay, type. And it's got pictures of a rainbow and paintings, but it also has letters. K as in kite, C as in cat, R as in radio, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, B as in boy. And then it has the numbers, possibly 9 and 6 and 2. Okay, so this is about fairness. This is about balance. This is about, you know, people taking their energy taking from them, trying to stop them from having balance, because the sixes, especially in Pentacles, it represents reciprocity, charity, you know, equal give and take. It also could be breadcrumbing. It could also be theft, people stealing, you know, whether that's energy, resources, creative ideas, intellectual, creative property. I mean, it can be a number of things there. Go ahead, tap on that screen, be like, whoa, be like, wah-huh. I'm playing with these features, candy store. I'm like, whoa, they can do this on YouTube. 100. She is accomplishing, exposing what people, with that 19 earlier, what people have been doing to try to cause her to be hopeless. All of their tactics, all of those that are involved. She's killing these bugs. Okay, what else is the feminine HF? Yeah, what was hidden. Okay, it says sunflower in action. Again, coming in the reverse. What people was hiding. The actions that people have been hiding, pretending like they're not doing. Okay, 34. This person could be 34 years old. Okay, 34 breaking down to a 7. This is definitely, you know, honorable feminine on a spiritual. This could be a spiritual hater. This could be somebody, people that are spiritual haters or spiritual darkness, sending that her way. Yeah, because she's a firefly. It says wonder, 44. Yep, a firefly. What people have been trying to do to steal her wonder, to block, hiding things. Yeah, what's been done in the dark. Literally, in some cases, what's done in the dark. And I just looked up and saw 222 on my MacBook. It said 222 on the average, because I'm looking at stats on the what you call it. Yep, something about love. It's got heart, love, and then once again, I think we have card number, I can't see, oh bitch, glasses bitch. Okay, a karmic, card number 8. So about these karmics, okay, she's actually winning the heart of people though. She's exposing that she is actually a kind person, and that she's been dealing with karmic folks in nature. Yeah, medical staff, healing. She's accomplishing healing from what people have been doing to her in secret. I have even something to do with death. People have been trying to kill her, her children, kill their joy, because it's next to joy. She's accomplishing the exposure and the takedown of these trash bags. Yes, she is. What they've been doing to her and her children. Cracking the code, cracking the case. She can also be winning the heart of medical staff, or winning the heart. You know, she's healing through all of this. Okay, her children, that's what she's accomplishing, even through all of this. And she's exposing it. Yep, I said messages. Yep, feather. She's leaving clues. Feather, and she's finding clues. 7 again. Because a part of it is their behavior is so raunchy. You know, they can't help themselves. They're obsessed. And so, as I've been saying for the last 4 years now, these types of groups and organizations and individuals' obsessions eventually is their demise, because their obsessions are not going to let them stop. Their obsessions is going to push them. The way they're trying to prompt and test you, the way they keep trying to set you up, the way they keep trying to manufacture this bullshit, is actually their own trapping. okay? Because they're going to keep trying to do that, and they're going to keep trying to do other things to you to such a degree and magnitude that exposes their hand. This is what happens when you're addicted and you're obsessed. It takes them there, exposes their hand, especially to somebody that's intelligent, as HF. Honorable feminine. Yeah, these imbalances, this yin and yang. Yeah, family, she's exposing family. With this force, she's exposing the dark sides, the energies of karmic men and women with yin and yang in reverse, karmics. That are imbalanced people, trying to create imbalances for her and her children. And all of the tactics in which they are using, but she's also exposing her family. Knots in relationships. Yep. This could be somebody that's 35. People's family, her family. She's exposing all of that. Yeah, recycle, recover. 21, there it is. She's closing out cycles. People that have been trying to keep her in a cycle of happening to recover. People who have constantly been trying to steal and recycle her shit. Constantly doing this, so she has to constantly recover from this, constantly recover from that, constantly. She's exposing, she's bringing this shit down. She's going to expose all these sons of bitches. She's going to reveal this is why she's going there. This is what's happening. How people have been fucking with her head and playing with her crown chakra. She's taking back her personal power. She is exposing how people have been playing head games, doing mind control and mental magic, verbally attacking her, character assassination, word cursing her, which is witchcraft, on top of the baneful working that they're actually doing, on top of the head games, the psychological games they're playing and doing. She's exposing it. Wait. She moving these obstacles. I have mountain obstacles in the reverse, and then butterfly metamorphosis in the upright. This provoked her metamorphosis. This is what she's accomplishing. Her heart chakra is still activated. It's intact. It's upright. Even though these people have surrounded her with everything foul about them. Somebody go ahead, tap on the screen, be like, whoop. Shit, that's one. I'm doing my own tapping on the screen. Just like on TikTok, right? Yeah, she's a firefly and a community. Ooh, listen, she's exposing these community. It says bees and community, and then it has a coffee cup. Ooh, child, somebody could be 37 years old. Maybe that's the person. Oh, this is getting interesting. Firefly. How they've been trying to restrict and limit her possibilities. Firefly, wonder, and then possibilities in the reverse. The entrapments, 31. A lot of people could be in their 30s in these groups. Yeah, smiley face. She's recovering her joy, and she's actually having fun. So what she's actually accomplishing is she's managing to still have joy and have fun and find a sense of wonder through all of this. Okay, her crown chakra is intact because it says, I think this breaks down to a 10. Yeah, these cycles. karmic cycles, 10 years, you know, 10 cycles. But, you know, she is taking her personal power. She's exposing how people have made it their mission. If they made it their mission, it was fun for them to try to take her crown off. But her crown is up, bitch. It's in the upright. It's in the upright. They made it their mission to try to drive her crazy and fuck with her head and call themselves knocking her off of her. People need to quit. These motherfuckers need to quit. They need to fucking quit, but that's okay if they don't, because they finna to quit by force. And these motherfuckers need to quit. Always trying to check your own self. What the fuck these motherfuckers worrying about y'all for? They mentally ill. Always in your get up, all up in your peripheral. That's what's wrong with their ass now. Anywho, but the Honorable Feminine has managed to take what they were doing and enjoying, trying to make her feel like she's in a hopeless, impossible situation, or like she's stuck, and she ain't. But she's exposing the fact that that's what the fuck they've been doing. She's exposing the fact that that's what the fuck these whores, cunts and fucks have been doing. Calm. Like this was fun for them, so now this is fun for her. Yeah, trying to stop her from losing focus, distraction. Yes. How they have been trying to fuck with her because she's focused, to get her off her mark here. And then with this card right here, it says evil eye protection, and it's a laptop. Spell work, manipulation, stalking her because she's a fucking social media content creator. And they didn't want people focusing on her. They wanted her distracted. These bitches and niggas need medicine. They need medicine, my nigga. They need a lobotomy, electric shock therapy, prayer, Reiki, an exorcist. They need to be cut up and studied. Weird asses, man. They weird. Yep, I told you, look, now distractions is coming in reverse. So I have, it says clouds, distraction in reverse, 11, nigga. She's, woohoo. She's managing to accomplish exposure of all of this bullshit that they're doing, and she's managing to tap into her joy and wonder, and her crown chakra's own tilt is in the upright as they send all of that psychic attacks to her ass. She fucking some shit up good and plenty, her and her people. She fucking some shit up every time they do it. Somebody gets a call every time somebody do some spell work. Somebody gets some kind of something. They'll get some seemingly good news only to be followed by some disappointment. And that's feminine in the background going, ah. I told you, dumbass. You think you bad. You think you bad. You need help. You need medicine. You don't even need to have children. Some people the law shouldn't let some motherfuckers have kids. Since people like to have rules and laws and shit. Some people just shouldn't, bitch. Just should not. Rules, laws. And ain't staying. These motherfuckers. I'm done. I'm so done. They love making rules. But let me tell you something. One of the reasons why they don't care about people fucking and having kids, because you're making a new generation of slaves. Shit, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, whether you want to know it or not. That's one of the main reasons why they don't mind people fucking. They don't want people to have pornography. They don't want people to, you know, all these things that with their pretentious, highfalutin asses, fake ass. You know what I'm saying? They don't want people that, because I think pornography, like they're gonna ban. I saw it on TikTok that they're gonna ban ladies from. I don't know if it's true. I laugh. I was like, can they do that, nigga? You know, um, from having, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? And I just thought to myself, I was like, the person was even saying that they're like, they trying to take away everything to force people to have to buy shit and be an addict and shit. Like they're trying to force people to fuck. They're trying to force people to make poor decisions under pressure. To, because you can't do this and you can't do that, and this is against the rules, and this is against the law, and you can't do this and you can't do that. Though we have human traffickers and killers and pedophiles that we still haven't managed, with all of our rules and laws and ordinances, we still haven't managed to get a wrap on. But we want to enforce so that covertly we can coerce you into fucking and making horrible choices, because we are restricting everything else. This is kind of what they did with slavery, but that's another video. Kind of where the hypersexuality comes from, another video. So, because what do you do if you're an oppressed people and getting your ass whooped? Don't know what the fuck, you know, spells put on you in a strange land, nigga. Working your fingers to the bone for the man, and then they want to give you pig slop. Like they doing you a favor and shit. Anyway. But what do you do when you that? I'm just being real here. Play with that. Everything else is taken from you. Your liberties, your freedoms, your civil, your human rights. Any pleasure except fucking and eating. Sit with it. Except fucking, eating, drinking, and drugging. Sit with it. Keep you fucked up, and to keep you reproducing slaves for their ass. More souls, more energy, more laborers. That's why you can fuck all you want. But God forbid you get a deal though. Now you're breaking the law. You can fuck and have kids and be a horrible fucking ass mother and a horrible fucking ass father. That's fine. And we'll pretend like that matters to us and force you into some so-called program of sorts for, you know, for aesthetics. Truth be told, we don't give a fuck. You've produced, bitch, and you done signed documents with our spells on them and everything. You're already carrying the slave name. You so proud. It's not even your name. It's not your fucking name. It's your slave master's name. We proud, yeah, you proud to be a colonized mind motherfucker, a house nigga. Sometimes we gotta pop up and show niggas certified. They not like us, feminists. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Through all these distractions, look at stars coming out upright. Boom, nigga. It says, the vine guidance. She is managing to still be divinely guided by her internal guidance. Her line to source light, the vine in herself. 33 is a master number. She's here to master some shit, nigga. She gonna do it come hell or high water. She gonna take suckers out along the way. She got her stripes, and she like, this is how we rolling, suckers. This how we gonna roll. This how we gonna roll. This here. She's like, this shit right here. This shit right here. Okay. She's like, oh. She even slipping up in her everyday life. Because see, people think because of who these women are and their functions, that they are not like any other human, or they don't have touch with that side, but that's not true. It's actually not true. They're actually very normal, look very muted most of the time. Every so often, you'll see honorable feminine step out and show niggas. Okay? When she feel like it, motherfucker. She ain't got no proof. It's for her, bitch. You know, whether she going on camera or not, she be like, I'm dancing afloat with my shit. Go on, feminine. She's like, let me show these niggas. That's why motherfuckers start fluffing up like peacocks and shit. Going to fucking places to get wigs and shit, like hers and shit. All of a sudden, people fluffing up like ostriches and peacocks. She's like, yeah, I know. Clean up good, huh? I don't give a fuck about you all's opinions. You're basic. Shit. I ain't glued to my aesthetics. It's just a shell. You are. That's why your ass is the shit you in now. Sometimes we gotta pop up and show niggas. So she's accomplishing, relationships. Okay, she's being guided through these knots. It says knot, relationships, 35. I told y'all there's a lot of 30s coming out. A lot of the 30s series. Definitely a bunch of people in their 30s involved directly. Okay. The knots people keep trying. She could even be binding something. For the feminines that are into something, she is being internally guided because there's a knot. There's a red string. So people who keep trying to bind her, something that she's doing to bind. She's doing something. Ooh-wee. She's, yes. To fuck up her stability, her anchor, she is unraveling what people have been doing to fuck with her stability, or to try to keep her bound and restricted, her light body, because there's a lot of red. There's the red door, and then there's the white around it. Woo! She's managing to ascend, or should I say descend, and align as she tapped into the vine. She's managing to bring it in. Ooh-wee. Oh, proof. I was waiting for it, and there it is. Oh, fuck me. About her family, her origins, and the corruptions involved. 14, possibly a Sagittarius. On the card, it's a receipt. And it says the spazat on the card. Whoop. Ooh. And what they've been doing to keep her on this journey of like some kind of fucking Leviathan maze and shit. 16. So this is about a tower. Does it say 16 or 15? 15. So the devils, nigga. These entities, these motherfucking weirdos and the weirdo shit, the fuck, you know, that they on harvesting and fucking. Boy, I tell you what, when I done found out this shit, I was like, oh, they dead. And meant it. And still do. What are you saying? You're gonna kill? I'm not stupid. Wouldn't that like be a confession? No. Let's just say I have otherworldly connection. That's all I can give you. Yeah, destiny. What people have been doing to destiny swap, to disrupt her destiny. Palm, destiny in reverse, 18, going into the reverse. That's the moon. That's to fuck with her emotion. That's illusions, tricks, and secrets. She's managed to bring healing into her life, and because she's resilient, succulents. She's exposing what people have been doing for opportunities in their own lives off of her and her children. Something to do with keys. This could be car keys, a house key. 17 is the star, something to do with Aquarius. She's exposing people trying to play with her opportunities, continuing to try to cause frustrations and slowdowns and stuff like that. She's exposing that. Crystals. She's also could be exposing like people that are judging her because of crystals, or people could be using crystals of hers to do their baneful work. Achievements in the reverse, they could be claiming this as her own, her wish fulfillment, the things that she's built. And in this depiction, it has the labradorite tower crystal here. So people basically draining her energy, and could even be like copying her interest and stuff like that. Globe possibilities, yes. So she's still creating some possibilities, but she's also, through all the restrictions, exposing with these receipts what people have been doing to stop her possibilities, maybe even to get her off track, get her somewhere in Timbuktu, in some country bumpkin ass, rural ass, you know what I'm saying, area, some no man's land, so that they can go to town and hire all the coons and fools out there. Woo, shit. Yes, she is. To put her in harm's way and to take possibilities away from her. Even trying to make it seem like people should be cautious of her. She's exposing like this whole little shit. Like basically telling the community is something wrong with her, and you know, convincing these naive, gullible, and underdeveloped people Go on, feminine. Sometimes you gotta pop up and show niggas. If any don't consent, I do not consent. Bring your dumb ass in here one more time. Bring your dumb ass in here one more time. Doing spell work, run for your life. Doing spell work, run for your life. Bring your whole ass in one more time. Bring your skanky ass in here one more time. Doing spell work one more time. Dropping shitty diapers one more time. I did it. Yay. I did it. I didn't think I was gonna be able to. My battery had went dead. I was like, oh, YouTube, I don't think it lets you recapture where you left off. Divine, not divine, honorable feminine, accomplishing more than it seems. What is that? She's accomplishing more than it seems. Okay, so the card came out, says the honorable feminine is not toxic. She's just not stupid. Ooh, she's proven this. Because everybody, you know, these people have been trying to manufacture that, create that, and make it seem like that's, yeah. She just ain't stupid. And, you know, people that don't want to be found out for being the, you know, the cowards, the cunts, the fucks that they are, classic abuser move, they're crazy. What is this that HF is accomplishing? The scapegoat. It says the scapegoat has escaped them some bitches for good. That is what she's accomplishing. She is not the sacrifice. These motherfuckers' mouths will just go ahead, right? Their will and instruments and their mouths just go ahead, get it together, get it ready. Because for it's her and hers, it's gonna be everybody else and theirs, guaranteed. They can go across the world. And this is still how this shit gonna go down. Sorry, not sorry. It says the gossipers will be gossiped about. Yep, because they were gossiping about her. This is their lesson. It is. You like running your little trashy ass yuck mouth, you say? You like clowning, huh? You like humiliation rituals, you say? Your turn. It says, honorable feminine is pouring into herself, her children, and her life, and this is created the strife. This is why, didn't I say earlier on the other live video, a part of confirmation that you are accomplishing something big is the accelerated onslaught of fuckery. Because if all was well and all on schedule, on track, no flaw, Toyota jump, it's a beautiful world, it usually dissipates a little bit because everything is under control. Everything is going according to schedule and plan. Okay, usually. Now they might have, like I said, there's some that could have gotten news and got a little bit of money for their little trashy little moves, and then not long after that get some disappointing news that almost shits on the good news. It says here, divine honorable feminine knows how to communicate in a healthy and effective manner. Karmics, not so much. It's another reason why I don't like her. Another reason why they're always clowning her podcast, her creation. Boom. Sexual healing. She could be healing. Yeah, she's taking out some social media weirdos. It's in the reverse. Get ready to rumble. She could have like did something to where it's like she's making it harder because yeah, she know what they've been doing with that, so she's making the shit harder. Because when you ain't a thirsty bitch, you're not glued to needing things to be a certain way. When you didn't start off as a thirsty bitch in your social media game and you don't switch up and become a thirsty bitch like the average motherfucker, this is why you can switch up like that and go, oh, okay, I'm gonna make them work now. I'm gonna make them work for it. And they're gonna have to pay the troll toll. If they reporting and doing that, they're gonna have to be a follower. And so I also get some upper hand on that as well. Or a community guidelines review person is going to, you know, basically expose themselves. Because if ain't nobody on your lives, because you got a private account and your followers aren't on there, then who is on there? Who's on there to suggest tutorials? Who's listening to suggest that when, yeah. Which is bogus, because like I told you, I see so much trash on TikTok, don't make no sense. I see so much vile and vulgar shit on there. I even see shit that I like, and I repost it. And those very same content creators, some of them in the same arena as me, others maybe not. But they will have a trillion views on that. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to be convinced that out of the trillion viewers that not one motherfucker reported that video for violation? That because it be clear violations on some of these videos. That's why I ain't stupid. That's why I'm like, I ain't falling for that shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. Ignorance did. Ignorance is why many are stuck in ... Okay. Feminine also realizing that many people was trying to plan fake reform. She's not stupid. She got something special for them kind. Trying to plan fake reform in order to seal in the deal of betrayal. She's like, oh yeah, I want some stank on that one. So you finna come in and try to test my gangster again? Oh, you done. You're done. Tell your people to get to preparing. Okay, feminine, you might be moving again, or it says moving to a new home, city, state. Oh, you're accomplishing, revealing what people was doing in 2024, because you could have been originally trying to relocate in 2024, and you are linking everything together to explode. You want to bring it down in one lump. And that all these people that have been stalking you on your social media. Yep. It says social media weirdos, get ready to rumble. Mwahaha. So you whooping their ass. You're forcing some of these people to back the fuck up. Or they're being forced. They hid something. So you're unraveling what people hid in a family member's garage or an addict. Something with a karmic masculine. Oh boy. It says a karmic masculine, inner regret, living in hell. Or somebody who did shit and didn't regret it. Didn't have any remorse. Because it says honorable feminine is standing on business. Holding strong to her boundaries. They might as well stop. Ah, damn. It says they might as well stop their spells. Because this shit is going to fuck them up. Child. Whoop. Shit. Hold the telephone. Hold up. Somebody say 100. Let me tap on it. Is it doing it? It ain't doing it. What the hell? It says it's connected. Of course. Hold the telephone. I like this feature. Bummer. See, and then it's not going to even let me do this one cool thing that I want to do. Anyway. It's not going to let me do this one cool thing I plan to do right now. Okay, feminine, let's go ahead and get you to my legit honorable feminines out there. Everybody want to claim they honorable, and the end is your whole ass can't even say everybody divine. You a killer and shit, unnecessarily so, and you weird stalking bitches and niggas and putting dirty diapers and shit. You're the fucking bitch from Fatal Attraction, Glenn Close, Black Ghetto version. You guys can ignore me, Dan. Picking up bitches' kids and taking them scary rides. Cuckoo. Messing with their animals and shit. Hey. Cuckoo. Fucking with his wife and shit. Bitch, you got this shit. She don't even know nothing about you. She don't even know. Just because her trash bag, weak ass. Uh-oh. Because her husband's stupid. Know your ass. That's what these people on. I need help. Anyway. Feminine. HF is accomplishing. I wonder what, let me do it. I do not consent. Wait. The star wanted to be in the reverse, so she's accomplishing. Why is that in reverse with, oh, yep, that makes sense. King of Swords. Yep, she's accomplishing the clarity, the intelligence, proper judgment, or proper law about what this has been as, you know, these dark fallen angels, these people who don't want to align to the highest inner them, and that has been trying to basically steal from her and take her out. She's also exposing something to do with how people have been poisoning, trying to poison her, her children, trying to come against their hopes, goals, and dreams and aspirations. Yeah. Yep, the Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. Yeah, so she's definitely, it fell over on top of the star in the reverse. So the truth about this, it fell on top of the star reverse and also came out with the Lovers in the reverse. So this is past lovers and siblings, and that of other people's, their past lovers and their siblings, and then with this Ace of Swords here, truth and clarity. She's managing to get to the bottom of it and to be able to intellectually articulate this in a way for law officials to get to the bottom of it and deal with it. Also for non-corrupt authority, because a King of Swords in the upright is honorable. King of Swords in the reverse is the corruption. So with King of Swords in the upright, she is managing to bring this clarity to honorable authority as well. but she's managing to keep her mind intact. A King of Swords is this feminine possibly in her masculine to speak articulately, to take these actions using her communication skills, and to make head over heart decisions, and to not allow her emotions to overtake her as she's trying to communicate. She's mastering that. As she's trying to communicate to law officials, she's making something clear because she's able to do that. Because she is mastering something to where it's like they want her just spazzed out. Okay? Because if they can get her spazzed out, law officials aren't going to take her seriously, and they're not going to listen to her, and they're going to think she is everything that they're saying she is. The Two of Wands. Yes, she's making clear choices. She's managing to communicate clearly about this crossroads, these blockages, that the choices people were making, as even the choices that she has had to make. She is speaking truth. She's speaking clearly. And Two of Cups. So we have a lot of twos. Yeah. She's managing to find the balance within her own energy. She's managing to win over the hearts of people, to communicate what past lovers and friends and people's other lovers and friends have been doing. Using friendships and partnerships and connections and love life. And so she's creating balances with these twos. 2, 22, again, a master number. And Four of Pentacles. Yeah, what people have been doing, possibly to do with a Virgo, you know, she's managing to hold on. She's managing to be mindful of her energy, who she's given her energy to. So that she can create and maintain balance for herself. She's mindful now of who she is befriending and who she's choosing to let close to her and what cups she's accepting. She's also managing to expose that this is something that they've been doing to get to her, to have power and control over her, to hold on to her. People who wanted to control her, people who was pissed because wanted to hold on to her energy, to mistreat her. Wanted her to be like a backup dancer and shit. Them was like, I ain't nobody's fucking backup dancer. Uh-oh, did I do it wrong? Uh-oh. That's not what I want. Okay, Ten of Cups. Yeah, she's managing to find her happy, to hold on to some, you know, her happiness, her cups. Seven of Cups. You know, she's managing to see that there's other options and to come out of some of this illusion and choices, but she's also communicating clearly about how people wanted to control her options. People that were misers, didn't want to give her anything, held back from her, but wanted to hold on to her and have power and control over her. And part of that is to limit their resources and limit their options. So she's managing to do that, how her family played a role and other people's family played a role in creating illusions, poisons, whatever they did so that they can have some kind of power and control over something, over her. Yeah. Five of Wands is in the reverse. Yeah, she's kicking that shit back. She is, with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands in reverse, she is being mindful of her energy. She's exposing that she held back because people held back, but wanted to have power control over her and was hiding things from her, wanted to put her in competition, and she's not to be put in competition. She don't play high school petty bitch games with her family, niggas, bitches, or nobody else. Yep, a Queen of Swords in reverse. She is exposing that, you know, a Queen of Swords in reverse was lying on her, wanting her to be sad. She's also exposing why she was upset and angry. She's exposing that people who got let go of or was mad because there's no competition for her, or she moved herself out of an equation and yet some shit went a certain way, and these motherfuckers who are mad about that, and as a result executed this whole little plot and plan. Yeah, she's managed to get over whatever these people have been doing to cause disappointments for her, putting it into these fights. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. She's letting go, you know, these poor investments. She's also managing to interrupt these people's investments, plots and plans and schemes. Yep, Eight of Wands is in the reverse, to try to stop her messages and stop her movement. And now it's the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, she's exposing at least 2 karmic women. At least 2. Karmic feminine or karmic women. And what they've been doing. Yeah, 3+ people to get luck and success and celebrate at, you know, stealing from her and stopping her plans and all of that shit. She's managing to find a reason to celebrate, though, with this Three of Cups. Why is feminine finding a reason to celebrate and accomplishing something? So why is she in a Three of Cups? Why is she finding reason to celebrate? Nine of Wands. Strength is in the reverse, because she knows that she's bringing them down, that her resilience and her resolve, and because they also don't have a hold on her. Strength is in the reverse. We have Leo. They can't control her, no matter how often, many times. Oh, because she has a sense of direction and purpose. The Chariot, the Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, because she is integral. She knows that she didn't do anything wrong. She knows that she's the one that has been targeted and done wrong. She knows that there's an investigation. She knows that they're being looked into. There's people and energies working with her. And her purpose is to continue to work hard. She may be getting some good news. She's in mastering. The Fool. There's a new beginning. She is determined to go on a new adventure. She knows that she can build, and she'll find people that's going to want to build with her. Maybe a new job, a new vehicle. Maybe she's about to travel somewhere. Because I'm like, why is she in a celebratory energy? Even though all of this stuff, she is the legacy. There's 10 of Pentacles. There it is. Maybe there's about to be some communication with this Page of Swords. Hierophant is in the reverse because these law officials may be about to get into some trouble. This corrupt leadership. Source. Yeah, justice. Yeah, it's in the upright. Something's about to be mirrored to all of these people. And she's getting justice. That's why she's in the Three of Cups. She knows that it's going to turn in her favor for some reason, because it's here. It's here. I got the Fool in the upright, Justice in the upright, Page of Swords in the upright, Three of Pentacles in the upright, the Chariot in the upright, Three of Cups in the upright, the Fool in the upright, Nine of Wands is in the upright, but Strength is in the reverse, and the Hierophant is in reverse. They can't control her. They cannot break her resolve. She's removing blockages. And then this Page of Swords is a needle and a piece of thread. And the thread is in the needle. So this feminine is getting to the very, I mean, like a fine, you know how it is to thread a needle? That's what feminine is doing. Ooh-wee. That's why she, ooh, child. Yeah, these people, I was trying to pull, these lunatics. She's getting something to a science. She's getting something to a science right here, I'm telling you. Right here. Yeah, these Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. These people that keep trying to betray her. She's, oh yeah. Look at these swords. Page of Swords, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. What these people have been sneaking and doing. The Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, she's exposing it. She's coming out. She's exposing this shit. And again, it could have something to do with the Virgo. Okay. That song I have been singing a lot. Y'all know it goes, you feel better tomorrow, even though I think you're gonna. I messed it up the other day, and I just started laughing because I'm like, maybe that's a karmic message. Like, sometime I'll be making up little jingles and stuff, like clowning karmic energy. I have a tendency to do that. And sing, you know, because how they copy everything, you know what I'm saying? And so, singing it, I changed the words on an accident. I didn't even know that I did it. So I was singing, and I said, you'll look better tomorrow, even though you think that you are fine, right? So this is a situation where it's like these people they clowned you, feminine. They clowned about how you look. They clowned about what you didn't have and your body, your hair, your skin. Mind you, the stripes that's on your body, your back, everything, you earn them, baby. They can't live what you lived. Okay? Little prissy asses. You know what I'm saying? Can't handle shit. So, you know, they clowned and clowned, you know, because they didn't, you know, then manipulated people to take care of them, and they ain't had to do shit but sit on their duff and fuck and cook tacos and shit. Okay? For some of them. For some of them. And they could be thinking they all fine. You know, some of them because they didn't have money to get surgeries, gastric bypass, you know, liposuction, booty lift, nip tuck, you know, all of these different things. And, you know, they forget, you know, roly-poly. They forget about all that, you know, after they done had all them 1,000 surgeries. Okay? So they could have been clowning you, right? Thinking they so fine because, you know, whoop. And they may be fencing to go through some struggles with that. Even if they are maybe aesthetically some of the more attractive, conventionally speaking, okay, for Western America, Western world. But because of their fuckery on you, them attacking your health, your well-being, attacking your beauty, trying to steal your stylo, destiny swapping, their little mirror magic, weak bitch. Yeah, I got you. It's on. I got you. You're done. And it's several weak bitches is done for that one. You're done. Trying to take on your essence and persona. They're about to go through something for that. And so that's why that little jingle might have come to me. You'll look better tomorrow. Because they could be trying to say it's going to be better. It ain't going to be better, bitch. Because you know how they're always mimicking everything you do. If you came on there singing that song, I promise you one of them whores is somewhere singing something similar, bitch. And it's not going to be better tomorrow, bitch. And they ain't. Because they shouldn't have been coming for yours. They shouldn't have been trying to affect your health and well-being. They should have been trying to affect the way you look because they got mental illness and insecurity. It won't be better tomorrow. Let me get the final messages. Oh, shit. Final messages. Positivities. Do not disturb. You might be finna take a day away if you can. I mean, I know not all of our situations permit us to like take a day away from, you know, take our kid and take a day away, day or two, you know, whatever you can do. But it says, do not disturb, body scanning and process. Notice, okay, yeah, so that you can tap in and just clear yourself, you know, because when you're constantly 24/7, you know, at some point, you know what I mean? So maybe that's something that you are being guided to do or going to be helped to do or creatively do in some way. I'm going to check into something about keys because you know what? I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. And I'll deal with it later. If this applies to me and me and my son go somewhere for a day or two, a couple days, you know what? I'm going to check about this key, the back door key, because his front door key does not work on that back door. So we're going to take care of that. As well as possibly changing the locks. Because, you know, I'm sorry. Not sorry. I canceled and deleted that. Destroy and uncreated. When you know that's what the fuck is going on now, truth be told, I know that any lock can be, you know, gotten into. But again, I'll be looking into all that stuff. I'm going to see if I can get an old school If I can find me an old school recorder that cannot be tampered. Okay, because technology now is everything is online based. I want to see if I can find an old school analog, old school video recorder or something like that. Audio recorder, tape recorder. Remember tape recorders? I'm gonna see if I can invest to find some of that and have it planted all over. Secretly though, like hidden, inconspicuously. Yep, because these are things can't be hacked. They can't be hacked. They cannot be hacked. They can't be interfered with either. Things working on the internet, they can do an override if they have a techie really good and skilled. They can interfere with the feed. Okay. Moods equal information. Information equals power. Checking in with yourself. Yeah, so maybe to change your mood. You guys may be being guided to get away. What a difference a day make. 24 little hours. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, is that all we can do? Just to get us, our kid, our cat, away from these people and their incessant, intrusive shit. And sometimes, sometimes y'all, you may not be able to immediately leave the state. Me and my son are definitely leaving Texas, but we're not leaving until, before I sue. We're not leaving before I sue. I am suing. Okay. But the whole point that I'm trying to make here is sometimes we might not be able to immediately kind of take a long distance vacation, but hell, if you could just find a nice hotel for 24 hours with nice amenities and features and stuff like that. You ain't got to worry about the noise makers and the weirdos synchronizing their movement to your movement and shit like that. It says no feelings last forever. Yeah, this is gonna pass. It says watch the feelings rise and fall. No feelings last forever. So the getting away, do not disturb, so you can clear and tap in, allow yourself to feel and not be constantly dealing. Because that's what a lot of this shit is, so that you're constantly dealing with one retard after the next, no matter which way you turn. Okay? Okay. Shh. I am maxing the moment. Yeah, so you guys may go into silence for a while, even if it's 24 hours. Okay, maybe that's going to be this week for some of you. Maybe it's going to be next week for some of you, but soon. Okay, and that's going to be good for some of you. Okay, that's it. That's all. Feminine is actually accomplishing a lot more than it seems. A lot more than it seems. So keep up the good work. I wish that this wasn't true for you. It is unfortunate, but good luck and keep moving forward. The reason why these attacks are so heavy and so strong and they're accelerating is because you are accomplishing something great. If you were weak, if you were insignificant, if you didn't have any power, if you were not a threat at all, if this was easy peasy, cinchy, then there would be no need for them to amp up so strongly to do um, all of these various things. So consider that a signal for you, okay? Take your day off, take your little mini vacay. If you can, get away, you and your kiddos and stuff for a day, just to break up that monotony of having to feel like you're having to be exposed to these lunatics all the time. Okay.